All right, Force fans, welcome back. We got 92 days until our home opener. Today on the show, we have Jake Braccini. He's coming to us live from Handover, Minnesota. Are you in Handover today, Jake?
Yeah, I am. I'm back home, so it's good.
Okay. So Jake's going to be – he is committed to the U of M along with a lot of other Force hockey players present and past. Jake, you played every game last year, regular season and in the playoffs, and you had a big hat trick to move the Force on to the Clark Conference Finals. How did that feel for you?
I think you play every game, and it's good to get that under your belt as a rookie. But playoffs, I think, brings out another level, and I tried to have more of that mentality myself, and found more of a groove the second half of the season, and trying to bring that into next season. But I think in that particular game, you get bounces as a player, and I was getting those bounces. And when you can bury in the playoffs, it's definitely a confidence booster. So,
yeah, we've heard that a lot from the players this year. It was kind of weird circumstances to start the season, but all you guys kind of felt your groove coming the second half of the year completely as a team.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you feel like, I didn't feel that, but I don't think anybody was ready to go home. And I think when you have that tight of a group, it definitely brings another level of success just overall.
Sure. So what have you been up to this offseason? What have you been working on?
This offseason's been a little different for me just due to suffering a lower body injury in early June, but been focused on that, and setbacks happen in this game, and I'll be ready to go next season. But along with that, just a lot of upper body core and spending time with family. And
sure.
I mean, I don't have the stat for this, but I think it's been one of Minnesota's hottest summers over here. So just nice to get in the pool and in the lake when I can.
Yeah, I'm coming to you from Detroit Lake, so we've had a really good summer so far. Really been enjoying it.
Yeah, pretty much right next door.
So congratulations on the Rookie of the Year award. How does that individual success and team success, how's that going to carry over for you into this next season?
Yeah, thank you. Like I kind of said before, you're obviously looking to bring that into next season, but we had such a good group this year. I mean, you look up and down the lineup and you can look how much depth you had and how much talent you had, but you go to war that many times with the boys and you spend quality time. And I think overall you can look at the skill and all that, and that's one thing. But when you have that tight-knit group, it really makes a difference down the road in that long season. But definitely looking forward to having that with the next group too. But I'm just fortunate that being my first year of juniors, our team was so old. Every guy kind of took me under their wing, everybody. And then along with our success, I think everybody bought into their role. And I think that's key.
Yeah, absolutely. And Jake kind of touched on this a little bit, but you came up huge in the playoffs. Was there something about your game being elevated? Did you find yourself in the zone? You mentioned you kind of got some good bounces. Things started to go your way. Anything you can touch on there?
I think Pierre and the coaching staff just kind of had the playoff mentality and what they were telling us to do and the style of play, and just try and get a bump in your first shift and gain some confidence. And when you can get an early goal for yourself, I think it makes a difference, or for your confidence. And that was big for me in that game. But
yeah, momentum is key.
Yeah.
So camp starts this Friday, July 16th, which, by the way, Force fans, is open to the public if you'd like to attend. Do you have any advice for the new players coming into camp this season?
Yeah, I would say bring a high level of confidence, and you know what kind of player you are, so use your strengths and stick to them. That's all I got.
It's great advice. All right, let's get to some fun questions. Were you watching the Stanley Cup this year, and who were you rooting for?
Oh yeah, I tried to catch every game I could, but obviously the Stanley Cup Finals just a few days ago, I was definitely rooting for the Canadians. Just you want to see Carey Price get his Stanley Cup, and it's pretty cool to have Caulfield succeed like that, especially when he's that young and you can kind of relate to somebody like that. So when he's succeeding, you kind of want to see more of that out of him. But as for Tampa Bay, it's obviously you hear it on Twitter and from the analysts on NHL, but it's pretty hard to go back to back in this era. So they just have a lot of warriors on that team. I saw Alex Killorn's interview, and he had to sit out, I want to say it was 2 games, and because of a shot block, and he broke a bone in his leg. I forget which one it was, but he said he got surgery and then got a rod put in his leg and he was going to try to play. And then he said, yeah, the boys didn't give me that opportunity because they won. But I was like, wow. But yeah, to touch on that team again, I think everybody probably had their eyes on Kucherov, and he's just got so much swagger, and just as a young player, it's fun to watch somebody like that in the league. So
yeah, it was exciting playoff time. That's for sure. So a lot of baseball players have walk-up songs. If you as a hockey player had a walk-up song, what would it be?
I got to go with "Pump It Up." It was one of our win songs this year. Just a song to kind of pump up the boys.
Sure.
No pun intended, but shout out Matt Krasa on that one, because I don't know if you've all seen the movie Elf, but when he's got that job in the post office and he does the dance on the table, Kras did that dance, and it was pretty good.
So in your opinion, who's the best player in the NHL right now?
Connor McDavid, hands down. Yeah. I think he's got so much skill, and he implements it at such a high pace. So I don't think anybody's really hanging around him right now. Obviously, you can make the argument everybody's better at what they do, or obviously everyone has different strengths, but I think you think he's going to stay at that pace, and then he just gets 15 more points the next year. So
absolutely. It'd be fun to watch him in the playoffs, hopefully, this upcoming
season. Exactly. I'm hoping he can get a trade acquisition and maybe get further in the Stanley Cup here.
Who's the greatest hockey player of all time?
I mean, got to go with Wayne Gretzky on that, right?
Absolutely. Great answer. That's the right answer for sure. So who on the team has the best goal celebration?
This season?
Yes, sir.
Actually kind of a funny story. So we were putting a beat down on Sioux Falls. I think it might have been the eighth goal of the game, and Kyle Smolin did I forget what it was, but he did a celebration and he got a penalty for it. And so I got to give it to him on that one.
I interview Smolin next, so I'll have to ask him about that. Eighth
Yeah.
goal in the city?
Yeah, ask him about that. He'll probably get a good kick out of that.
So who on the team breaks the most hockey sticks?
Ooh. I mean, I didn't pay super close attention to one guy, but I know a lot of guys break them all the time. I'd have to say Austin Wong.
Is that pure muscle or bad luck?
Yeah, I'd say he's somewhat of a Hulk. So
he's a big guy. That's
yeah.
So with the Olympics right around the corner, what Olympic event do you think you can compete in besides hockey? Griebel said he would be great at baseball. He said he's the best baseball player on the team, by the way. He wanted me to let you know that.
Yeah. I was watching that, and it's funny he says that because I think we had to give him 6 strikes instead of 3. But I think I was on the track and field team in 5th grade, so I'd have to say maybe the 100-meter dash. Don't get me wrong, there's world-class athletes there, but once I get going, I'd say I'm decently quick. So
Yeah, that's my favorite event to watch in the summer when Usain Bolt would do that.
yeah,
That's fun to watch.
yeah.
So Rollwagon said he could take down Lammy in arm wrestling. Would you put money on that?
Man, I don't think I'd put money down unless I knew it was getting set up. But I think obviously Lammy's a dad, and that dad strength might come into play.
Yeah,
so
it happens. Jake, thanks so much for taking time to be on the show. We're looking forward to seeing you this upcoming season and having the Force make another run at the Clark Cup. Once again, Force fans, July 16th on Friday, camp opens up. It's free to the public to come and watch the players and root for your favorite team. Thanks for watching the show. See you next time, Force fans.
Thanks for having me.